Behind the Ramble is proudly sponsored by GLASBY Pallets. They're offering a one-stop solution for all your pallet needs. Get in touch on 01709 585 646 to discuss your pallet requirements. Thank you to Sonny and the team for their support for Behind the Ramble.
Coops here. I subscribe to Blaves Ramble. I keep following, and all the best.
Good morning all, and welcome back to the series that we're now going to call Taxi Tuesday. I just think it's a little bit more, it rolls off the tongue a little bit easier than YouTuber, and even though I think that's quite a clever title. So it's not actually Tuesday as I record, it is Friday, but these are going to be going up every Tuesday, hopefully, going forward, because I need to start getting back in and making the car pay for itself. I've bought this car to do taxiing, and there's monthly payments of 280 quid on it for 3 years, a 7 grand balloon payment at the end of it. So I need to be earning some money to pay this car off. So that is why we're here. So I don't have to subsidise it, and we're going to try and earn that. So we'll do it as a race to 10k, just trying to get 10 grand purely in taxi fares and see how quickly we can do it. But at the end of every month, or as we're coming to the end of the month, I'll do a total deductions for the month, and that'll show you how much we set back in our race for 10k. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way of doing it, and most straightforward way of keeping track as well. So as I speak, it's Friday morning, it's absolutely chucking it down. I'm gonna say something else then, but family channel and all that. It's just after 10 o'clock. I'm gonna see what I can get done today. As I'm recording, I'm live tonight at 7, I think. It's either 7 or past. On a Friday night as a family, we always have a takeaway. And I think it's even my turn to choose tonight, which is obviously once every 4 weeks. So obviously family time is precious. My dad's picking him up from school, because he's asked if he can pick him up. He hasn't seen him for a bit. So my dad's going to pick him up from school, but I will be back around 5 o'clock, I think. Have some tea with family, on Ramble, and then if I can be bothered, back out again. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm also going to be filming vertically. You might not see this on the thing, but again, this is Behind the Ramble. This is what I'm talking to you about, how we do stuff. Usually, when I've been doing these for the long form stuff, I have to turn my phone to the side, and sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's like that, and then I have to all mess about in editing. In terms of streamlining and getting it as quick and as efficient as I can possibly get it, we are recording like this, and if it looks all right, fingers crossed it does, if it looks all right, this is what we'll go with as a recording style. So there's a few bits to get us heads around there. I'll have a chat to you, whether it's today or whatever, depends how busy we are, but I'll have a chat to you about different things as we go, because there's loads on my mind. And yeah, let's just get back into it. The race to 10k starts today. Here we go. Now then, pretty slow this morning. It's 10 to 12 as I record. I'm just waiting on someone actually, because I'm pretty sure I'm in a dodgy deal here, but ask no questions, they'll tell me no lies. Pick this kid up, he absolutely reeks of weed, absolutely stinks of it. We've had to go to the shop for his first stop, then he's currently in his mates picking something up, and then he wants to go home. He's only about 16. So I'm not going to ask any questions about it. He's just picking something up from his pal, that's all it is. So, wow. You see all sorts in this job. But yeah, been all over the place. Been, where did I go first? Lupsit, then Wakey, then Huddersfield. I'm still knocking about in Huddersfield now. I don't think I've broke. I might have just nipped over 30 quid maybe. So it's not been great money wise, but steady away. Weather's shocking today, so we'll see how we get on. And I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so 1:15. I've no idea how much money we're on yet. I'll obviously total that up at the end, and cause it's just been pick up after pick up after pick up, which has been good. And I was stuck in Huddersfield last time, like I was saying. Then I got one through for 17-18 quid from Huddersfield to Wakey Centre, which is obviously where I'm from for those that aren't aware. I'm buzzing, this is exactly what I need. Get me back over near home. Can maybe even stop off and get some lunch, so I might do that shortly. And it came under a lass called Rachel. So I went to pick her up, and this lad gets in. Might have been his mum that's booked it on his behalf or something. Starts talking, how are you, mate? You okay? Blah, blah, blah. He's saying to me, yeah. Really talkative, really pleasant kid. Really, really nice. And it's like an half an hour journey. So we get chatting, and he's saying, it were really talkative. So I'm just going with it, because, you know, it's nice to have a bit of conversation when you're together for half an hour. And he's just come out of prison. It took him 5 minutes or so to sort of offer up that info, but he's just got out of prison. He'd done 2 years, and he was telling me all about life inside and stuff like that, and it was one of the biggest mistakes of his life, and told me about his original offence, which I won't go into, but he were a really nice kid. Hang on, I'll come back in a minute. I think last time I was speaking to you, it was about the young kid who just come out of...
Message from Oliver.
Oh,
Kindly drive into the super drug entrance, please. Thanks, mate.
Okay, I will do that. So, last time I spoke to you, it was the young kid who just come out of prison. Really well-spoken lad. You would never have guessed he'd be the type to fall into that sort of lifestyle. It just shows how, you know, how one wrong decision can change your life completely. So I've dropped him off. As I dropped him off, there were a pickup at the same point where I dropped him. Woman and her 2 kids gets in. She starts telling me about all the times she was attacked in Tenerife. Oh, all right then. And this is like not just physically, if that makes sense. So I got some graphic detail about that in front of her 2 kids, which was interesting. Honestly, in this job you get such a wide variety of people. It's incredible, and I must just have one of them faces where people want to open up and chat to me. Now I've just dropped on because as I speak it's like 2:15. I don't know how long this job's going to take me, but I've come over. I've ended up in Emsworth, which is near Pontefract, or I think it's officially in Pontefract, but I'm now going towards Ponty Centre, and I've got a £40 job to drop somebody in Bradford from Ponty. So cha-ching, and I'll see you after I've sorted that out. So get in. Now then, if things look a little bit different, it's because they are. So I forgot to update after finishing last night. I went on to do another, because it was so quick in turnaround. So I did my £40 job. It was worth every penny of that £40 job, by the way, because there were loads of stuff that he put in my car. It were over an hour to get to where he wanted to go, but still decent return that. Then I got a £17 job picking up from where I dropped him off. Then after I dropped the £17 job, I got another £40 job. Well, no, it were about 37 quid to take a girl from Kirklees to Castleford, which is close to where I live. It's not like directly near. So took her to Cass. That took an hour and a half due to rush hour traffic. So that's why I were all 6s and 7s, because 6, 7. That it was because I were live at 7 o'clock. Still had her in car at about 5:45. I had to pick tea up for family. I didn't get that till about 6:30. Threw that down my neck when I got home, straight onto live stream. I meant to come back out and do a little bit more, but I was absolutely cream crackered. 177 quid we ended up for that day yesterday. 177 quid, one of the best days we've done. And because I forgot to update you, and I don't think I got loads of information yesterday, or I don't know how much I got. Because I forgot to update you, we're going to make this into a bumper sesh, because it's Saturday morning as I record, and it's very early, as you can probably tell by the lack of lighting. I struggle to sleep sometimes. I've been up since 2 o'clock, tossing and turning. I've gone down to the studio, I've done an hour on Blades Ramble stuff, and I just thought I could be earning a bit here. I don't know what I'm going to get this time. Am I going to get people that it's a bit too wet for them to do it walk of shame? I'm not sure. From the Friday night before, is it just, I don't know what I'm going to get at this sort of time, but it's 5:10 in the morning. So we're going to do a couple of hours because I'm out with family today. So I'll do till about 8 o'clock probably. And then I'll jump in again tonight and we'll pick up where we left off. So yeah, wish me luck and I'll see you soon. Morning dudes. So up and running, it's now about 7:30. I'm on 48 quid. So it's roughly in line with what we go for his £20 an hour target. I'm happy with that. I'm just coming back from Leeds Bradford Airport. I've done my first 2 airport runs. The first, in fact, to be honest, it's taken me offline a little bit because I just wanted to query something with Uber. So the first one, I took all the way from Wakey over to Leeds Bradford, which I think were about 24 quid. So that were decent, and I dropped him off. But he said, actually mate, if you drop me outside, then you won't have to pay, because he was just on his own. He were a single fella going to crack out. So dropped him outside, said thanks very much, no problem, dropped him off. Don't really know the protocol in terms of airport runs, because I've not done them before. Second one was somebody who lived 3 miles from airport but doing an airport run. I think it was a £5 or something. Anyway, picked them up. It were a couple also going to Krakow. Lovely couple, chatting away. And I was saying, look, this is my first time I'm going to be going in and I need to know how to do it and all this sort of stuff, so we'll work it out together. Anyway, I went in. She says, oh, it'll be 15 minutes free anyway, so you'll be all right. That's how they'll get around it. Went in, no issue. Dropped them off, straight through barrier. Dropped them off. Went to the exit barrier. Went, hey mate, it's just, hang on. Yeah, so he's saying, what do you know, who cares if you're an Uber driver? He says, what does it say on screen? I says, well, it says on screen 7 quid. He says, I've been here about 2 minutes. He says, well, that's the charge, I'm afraid. I says, well, I've just pulled in, I've dropped somebody off. I'm trying to get out. 15 minutes free. He says, what? No, 15 minutes free here, mate. He says, you pay as soon as you come in here. It's a minimum of £7. He says, there's one down the road, further on, that you get 59 minutes free and then it's 68 quid for a day. I says, all right, okay then. He says, so you can pay by card or cash or whatever. I'm like, brill. So, paid me 7 quid, which stuck in my craw a little bit. And again, I'm new to it, so I don't know what the situation is. So, as I'm driving away, I rang Uber, because there's a driver support line, and I just said, look, what's crack here? But they said they would automatically recognise through the GPS where I was. They'll know that I've had to pay £7 to stay there, because they know all the airport tolls, and I'll be credited back in my next pay packet essentially, which isn't a problem, because if you're desperate for money then you can immediately request it anyway. So if I were living hand to mouth, which fortunately at the moment I'm not, but I could pay the £7 and then immediately get it reimbursed. I just think that's really good from Uber. It's a little bit odd that they haven't got a deal where Uber drivers just get free access or whatever it might be. But as a secondary, then I think that's decent. So far on day 2, we've done £52, but obviously I'm going to be back on tonight because today's only been like a few hours. So we'll keep going. I'm going to go back now, see my girls, and do something with them today, and then I'll be back on tonight. So see you on the other side. Right, we're back. It's nearly 6:30. We're picking up again. It's 52 quid I think we're on. Well, so yeah, got my first job. Going from Horbury to Dewsbury, so we'll crack on. It's only a £5 or £6, but we're off and running. See you soon. All right, dudes, welcome back. It is about 5 to 8 in the evening. We're on 97 quid for the total day. Just had a couple of 18 quidders back to back, but it has taken me like not far from Oldham, other side of Huddersfield, like proper other side. So I've got to sort of start meandering my way back over. I'll probably head towards like Holmfirth and stuff like that if I can. But yeah, so it's early in the night and 97 quid. It's going to be another good day by the looks of it. Fingers crossed. Catch you in a bit. Now then, apologies, lighting will be bad. I am moving at the minute. It is 5 to 10. We're on 129 quid for the day so far. And I'm just on my way to pick up another £5 or £6 job in Huddersfield, which is well on my way back to where I need to be. Picked up 3 lads in Holmfirth who said they've been out with Paul Scholes. Whether I believe him or not, I'm not sure. But I think he's out in Holmfirth tonight. I think that's the general crack. 2 of the lads in the back had a fight with each other. Oh my word. It's just, it's been one of them nights. Where I didn't mention as well, my first job that I picked up tonight from Aubrey were one of my dad's mates. Of course it was. I mean, he knows everybody in and around Wakey, but it was always going to happen at some point. But yeah, small world, eh? Small world. Shout out Dave Rayner. Right, I'm going to carry on. As I said, it's nearly 10 o'clock now, and I'm making my way slowly from Huddersfield back over to Wakey Way, if we can. And I'll see you in a bit. Good evening. It is just past midnight. This will be my last update. Finished on getting a job from Huddersfield to Brighouse, and then a job came through from Brighouse to Ossett, which is the next town over from where I live. Something like 17, 18 quid. I was like, please give me that one, please give me that one, because it were a match one. It wasn't a confirmed one. It was one that I had to bid with other people for, and then the rider just chooses which one they would prefer. Like, give me that one, because that sends me over to Ossett. I was going to be driving that way home anyway. Got that one. And then I've just done another couple of little jobs in and around Ossett and Horbury. And I've finished at midnight on £189 for the day. Add that to yesterday's 177, and it's 366 quid for 2 days in the car. Really good, really good. I'm obviously very happy with that. I've worked out that every month, to be comfortable, including my car payments, my insurance over the year, if you spread it out as a monthly payment, petrol that I'll need, which is, I'm estimating about 200 quid, but it might be more than that. It's 50 quid to fill my tank, and I almost need a new tank after these 2 days. And then what was the other thing? Oh, MOT and just general wear and tear. So putting all that together, I've estimated that it'll be about 650 quid that I'll need every month. So at the end of the month, we'll deduct that figure as a minimum. And if I've spent more on petrol, or I've had to get new tyres or whatever, then we'll include that as well. So everything at the moment is going towards 10k. So it's 366 towards, but when we get to the end of the month, we'll have to deduct 650 quid from it. And then everything else is gathering towards an early payment. And it might just set us back a little bit, but it's a taller task than I probably had in my head. But I'm comfortable we can do it. And now I've obviously had 2 very successful days in the car. Bit between my teeth. It's first time since my holiday really that I've got back into the rhythm of it. Thanks everybody for watching. If you're not already and you do enjoy the content, please do give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one.